So here goes the flare with the European flare tool that the auto parts store had. Unbeknownst to me, I was using the wrong flare tool the whole time for American cars, so whatever. I've been doing this now probably since 9 a.m., 10 a.m. or something. It's now like 2 o'clock. I gotta get back to the hotel and check out of there at 4 p.m. I got a late checkout, so I wanna at least take a shower or something. But right now this thing has no brakes, so I gotta fix it. It had brakes working when I got here. They weren't working well, but they worked. So I'm tightening down this tool. It's tightening. I've learned a lot about brake lines, but I don't want to really learn anything about brake lines. It's not fun work at all. I guess I'm getting better at it. Okay, so smashing down this brake line. I don't want to over smash it. Let's take a look at the flare with this European tool. And since I have European lines and supposedly European fittings for this Mercedes from the American Auto Parts store, I guess they got that right. Let's see what happened. Well, that does not look like a flare to me. So I'm not sure how this tool is supposed to work. Maybe I just didn't smash it down hard enough. Let's keep smashing this thing down and see if that gives us any satisfaction. At least the tool didn't break. The old one broke, as you saw, so this one at least is not malfunctioning and breaking. I want this thing to mushroom out into a flare, and it hasn't done that yet. I think I'm just going to take it, and now it won't even tighten. There it goes. So I want to take this thing all the way down until it bottoms out and see if it can even, it looks like this is like a one-step flare. I find it hard to believe, but let's see if I keep tightening here what happens. It's going down pretty easy. It's either pushing out the hose or it's doing its job pushing out the brake line. There, I've really hit this thing hard. It's cranked down all the way. I hope the hose didn't move down, the brake line moved down, but let's see what happened here. Boy, if this would work, I could be done in driving. I just need this one flare to go. If this doesn't work, I gotta replace the rest of the brake line up to the ABS system, which I could do later, I suppose. But then I gotta block off the brake line. Okay, well, hey, look at that. It did produce a flare. That's pretty cool. Let's see. The flare is encompassing the whole. Wow, that might have worked. Let's get a brake line and compare it. I can't help to think I'm missing parts here or something. So here's what it's supposed to look like. So it doesn't look right as usual. I'm going to take the other tool and try and flare it now. know if people like pull parts out of these kits and they return them and they're incomplete. I'm in such a rush, I just don't even pay attention. Just buy something thinking it's ready to go. So now I'm using this kit from Harbor Freight, which doesn't fit. Probably the other one will fit. So here's my other flaring kit for the American stuff. I'm not sure why this thing doesn't have this in there. It sure doesn't look like the tubing that I got from the store. So I'm gonna put this tool in here and try and smash it a bit more. And this tool mates up because it's sort of from the same vendor for the American cars. I think this thing's missing a part. Boy, that ticks me off. These autoparts stores. Just goes to show you, you should probably go to a professional, get this done. But I keep hearing it's like $2,000 at Mercedes, it's like $500 to $1,000 at shops. Okay, so the second step of the flaring tool is installed. Let's see if this will flare it out. At least this thing is sort of behaving, not going sideways or going down funny. I think the last flare I made was hokey because I couldn't align the tool up. And maybe the pipe was rusty or something in that position. It'll be a miracle this works. I'll be so happy and ready to celebrate and drive the car. They're saying don't flare it too much. Let's not be greedy and take this off and see what it looks like now. Is it any closer or any more perfect than it was? It's looking better. I can't show you. Well, I guess move the camera. It's looking more reasonable now, so I'm going to smash it some more. And we're trying to get it to look like this flair, which is the factory one from the vendor. That's got a bigger hole in it, as you can see. So, let's keep going here. This is actually working, I think. If I just smash it down a bit more, I think Columba, we're gonna have something here. I'm really getting tired of being on the floor here in the parking lot. But there's no garage to work in, there's no lift. It's bush mechanics out in the wild here. I don't work on cars at my house. I have a new car there. There's no sense to work on it. It works great. I thought I would be a little inventive and buy a used car. I used to be good at fixing cars. Maybe I still am. I don't know. But I've never fixed brake lines well, so I did this when I was like 17 or something. And it was horrible. But we didn't have a lot of money back then. Our car brake lines rusted out in Pittsburgh, so what are you gonna do, right? Looks like I'm back east and things just rust out here. And the roads are crap. Okay, still smashing, smashing, smashing. Smashing pumpkins. Smashing brake lines. There, I've really giving that a good smash. Let's see what it looks like now. Maybe it'll work. We can try it and see if it leaks or not. The last one had a leak to it. That looks pretty darn ducky good. Ducky, ducky, ducky. So, how does it look to you? I'm liking it. Do you like it? Let's take a look. There's the one we just made. And here's the one from the factory pipe. So this pipe goes to my ABS. It's a Mercedes pipe, the one that I'm smashing, and that's the one that I bought to run all around the truck to replace the rusty ones. And these things sometimes aren't the right length, so I got to coil them up because I don't dare try to make a flare. This flare looks pretty thick, but it looks even. So let's give this flare a try, shall we? I'm gonna disconnect the unit, the flare making tool, the vise for the 4.75 millimeter brake line, which, gosh, of course they sold me the wrong brake line. They don't have European brake line here. So they sold me English crap, 3/16 tool. I guess it worked fine on that brake line they sold me when I was doing the tests, but it wasn't the right stuff for the Mercedes, so what a mess, right? Okay, this thing is off. Let's take another look at these lines here. It is definitely flared. How does it look? There's my little flare that I made. Does it look even? I don't know. Here's the flare from the factory. Do you realize if this works, I'll be done with this stupid car? Man, I think we're in business here. Look at that. What do you think, YouTube viewers? Did Jeffrey pull this off or not? I think we should screw it together and see what it does. When I screwed this together before, it was leaking out of here because the first flare I made was crap. Because the tool broke, and later on we find it's the wrong tool. It's tools for American cars. This is a metric Mercedes, and so yada yada yada. I think I got some pretty good pipe here. So now we gotta get this little nut down on here. And because I bent the pipe a little bit, I need to get pliers and bend it back. The pliers are holding the iPhone from getting scratched on the cement. And my hotel checkout's at 4 p.m. It's about 2:15. I really want to take a shower and quit doing this. I really want to take a shower, you know. Okay. I'm going to bend this down a bit. Like that. Bring that little coupler down. It still will not come down because I got to bend. Bring it back up. If I look at this tubing, I had the same problem last time too, where this thing was just bent. I couldn't make it work. And the other problem is the brake line could be too short now and it won't mate up because I cut off some of it. Okay, I give it a little more bend there, a little more of a bend. It's looking pretty straight. This thing should fall down now. I don't know why it's not coming down, but I'm gonna get some pliers and force it down. It looks like there's still a bend. Okay, it's down. But that flare looks good, people. I think this flare is gonna be the jackpot. So now, if we can make these things made up, it's really hard to screw these back together. It's really a pain. So, because they're different angles, and I don't want to bend this tubing and break it, bend it a little bit, made them up like that, and even though they're mated, they're not going to go together easily. This is always horrible to do. Oh, look at that. It might have worked. If you strip this, you're screwed. or cross-fit it. The problem is that this is really bent. But I think I finally flared something that's going to work using the right tools. I'm just going to put this back and forth, get all the crap off it. There, I have WD-40, but it's in the back of the truck and I don't want to crawl around digging for it. I'm just going to hold these together. I've been working in the parking lot at Advanced Auto Parts in Warwick, and it sort of wants to go together, but I've had this thing mated before with the other. When it's right, it'll just screw right in. Maybe it is right now. Yep, I think it's good. If you wiggle it and keep screwing it and it keeps going with finger power, you're good to go. So now it's in a few turns. Let's get the wrench on here and get serious with a wrench. That's I need a certain wrench. It's so disorganized under here. I'm so tired. Didn't even sleep well because I knew I had to deal with this thing. Alright, so it's going in. If this goes in, I'm going to pressurize it, and I left the back line loose, so I'm going to try and bleed air out the line to the back caliper. Boy, I just hope this thing doesn't have any more leaks. I hope this is only one brake line leaking and not both of them. I would love this just to be done for a bit. I guess I can deal with the brake lines in a garage someday and get them all perfect, but for now I just want to have the car stopping and not leaking brake fluid, and have the brake light going on and the car dash going beep 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 beep, and the ETS BAS light on because the brakes are screwed up. Done with that. All because of rust. Damn rust. Okay, this is really going in. I feel really good. If this thing doesn't smash and just tightens up, if it doesn't like go in where you're tightening it and it kind of gets tighter and tighter and tighter, just tightens all of a sudden, that means the shape of the flare is good enough and up to European spec. Arms are getting tired here. My hair is greasy. My shirt's full of brake fluid. I didn't bring a towel to put on the seat. Couldn't think of everything, could I? From the hotel. So, still tightening here. And let's see how it tightens up. It's tightening up fast. And if it just gets tight, I know we did it right. Yep, it didn't go. The other one kind of went on forever, and this one just worked. The other flare was bad. So let's see what this does. Maybe I finally figured out how to flare brake hose. Brake line. I think we did it, people. My gosh, I'm happy. So happy, so happy. Yes, I think it's done. Now, I have complete brake lines all the way through this vehicle. It goes from here all the way back. I made a bend there, it goes back there, the next one picks up, and it goes all the way to the back wheel. It's not a great neat job, but they're on here. So now I'm going to add brake fluid to the engine and to the brake cylinder and see what happens here. So thanks for watching and have a great day.